reduces nicely, but let's say it's 16 times something equals 12.
Okay, so divide 12 over 16. Three-fourths?
It is 3/4. Good. All right. All right, so next couple look good.
So it's just you put down 1/3?
It's just 1/3 for yours, yeah. All right, so number 5 down here. If you are ever multiplying by a 1, a 10, 0.001, 0.1, it's always the same number, and then you move the decimal. Like we could do a whole lesson just on this. But if you're like, oh, I don't really get that math here, I'm not sure I can do that. The next thing is to just do this, where you line up the digits. But it would be good at some point to do a whole lesson on that.
So 0.25?
Yes.
Right.
All right. Any questions on that, or do you want us to go any further? The decimal approach, because this is really 2 decimal places, is to go back to get 20
Yeah,
point.
so 2.05.
Yeah, try 2.05. Sorry, I put the decimal in the wrong place. 2.05, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're either moving left or moving right is kind of the shortcut there with these. Okay. So next one is an order of operations here. Let me put this in front of you. All right.
So 9 minus 6.
9 minus 6 inside parentheses squared.
3 squared. And 3 squared is 9.
There's 3 squared, which is 9. Good. Okay. All right. How about we try another one here? Let's say it's 4 times 2 minus 9 squared. Try one like that.
1?
You have to, yeah. So the intermediate steps are important here. 8 minus 9 squared, negative 1 squared is 1.
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, so number 7. I think I remember putting all the prime numbers into a chat at some point in the past, and maybe you even wrote them down in your notebook. One of the things that could help you is that it's only odd numbers after 2. So like we're looking at 31, 33, 35, 37, and 39, and then 43, 45, like that. And it's kind of an elimination thing. Like, are there any of these that you can eliminate by looking for divisibility rules for like 3, okay, for 5, or 7? Any of these that you can for sure eliminate?
Mm, 33.
Right, 33 is divisible by 3. That's out. So the divisibility rule for 3 is if you add the digits and you get a multiple of 3.
Mhm. 35.
35 is not add the digits. What is 3 plus 5?
3 plus 5. Oh, so that's 7.
No, 3 plus 5 is 8.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
It-
so that
oh,
that does not divisible by 3. How about 3 plus 7?
yeah. 7 is 10.
3 plus 9
That's 12.
is 12 divisible by 3.
I think so.
12?
Wait.
12 divided by
Oh,
3?
yeah, 4.
Yeah. Okay, how
So
about 4 plus 3?
4 plus 3, that's 7.
So that one's out. That one's okay. How about 4 plus 5?
4 plus 5 is 9. So, yeah, that's not good either.
One's out as well. All right, now what's the divisibility rule for 5? Do you remember?
So
It
5 or
ends in 0 or 5.
yeah,
So any other ones that we can eliminate?
35.
All right. So there you go. There's your answers.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions, thoughts on that before we proceed?
No.
Okay. All right. I see. So okay, now I kind of get what maybe why you needed some help on this. You do not have to use the table. Um, but the table could help. Is the answer positive or negative?
Positive.
Right, because they're same sign. Like the whole like same sign, opposite sign thing applies here.
Mhm.
So since they're same sign, you add the numbers 9, 5, 6, 8, and they're just saying to fill in the zeros there.
So
What would the answer be?
um 14.68.
Yes. All right. Now the next thing here is for problem number 2. I want you to look at it before I put it on the screen. Do you know if the answer is positive or negative?
Positive.
But they're both negative and you're adding.
This isn't a negative plus a negative a positive. And a positive plus a negative is a negative.
No, when they're same sign, you keep the sign. These are same sign.
Yeah. Oh,
So
so
you
it'd be
keep the sign.
negative. Okay,
Yes.
so negative.
The answer's negative, and then you add without the sign. So
So
10.1, 5.9, you just add them up without the sign, but you know your answer is negative. Does that make sense?
so 16, negative 16.
Yes. So you get 16.0, negative 16. Good. So this whole like chart is only useful if you don't know how to add or subtract to begin with, which we haven't really gotten to one that's weird yet. But the first thing you want to do is be able to determine the sign of the answer, whether based on whether they're same sign or opposite sign. So this one is opposite sign, one positive on the left, one negative on the right. Is the answer positive or negative?
Um, Positive.
It's positive because that one's further from zero. And then you determine the sign, and then you take the larger and subtract the smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So 34.22 minus 18.50. You may have to do some borrowing on this.
Mm-hmm.
Give that a try, please.
$52.72.
You're subtracting though, not adding,
Oh, right.
which means you may have to borrow. We'll make the subtraction sign more clear here coming up.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. $15.72.
Yes. So 2, you borrow from the 3, 7, you borrow from the 2 to make that. Yes, very good. Okay, and then you know the answer is positive, so you just keep it as is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right. So next problem here is number 4. And ignore the instructions say add or subtract. Like that's not important. What's important is you to determine if they're same sign or opposite in sign. Like that's really what matters. Like in
They're
fact,
opposite.
what's that?
They're opposite signs, right?
Yes, which means you're going to subtract. Okay, which means you're going to take the larger and subtract the smaller. But what does that mean for the answer?
It's going negative.
It's going to be negative. So you still subtract, but whatever your answer is, you end up putting a negative there. Now, I know I have the advantage of adding the table in, but hopefully that helps you to line them up if there were any questions about that.
Mm-hmm. Between negative 38.55.
You're subtracting again, subtracting. Mm.
So wouldn't that be negative 38.55?
No. You're subtracting the numbers. The number has to get smaller than the bigger number.
Oh, okay. So we got what? So let's subtract negative 24.73.
Okay, let me just double check here. So that's a 5. So yeah, you got 3, 0, 7, 2, 4. You got 4. I got 24.73. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
7. Okay. And then yes, it's negative. All right. So the next few are very similar here. A lot of repetition here. We're going the full 50 minutes. So we'll just keep going. You're welcome to sort of like start doing them faster than I can snip them in. But I would encourage you to first figure out whether the answer is positive or negative,
Mm-hmm.
and then that tells you what to do from there, whether you're going to add or subtract the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Next one is going to be subtraction again.
It does end up that the answer is negative. The answer is negative, and then it's because the 15.51 is further from 0, and you're subtracting the 8.55.
Mm-hmm. Nine, mm, 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 nine, mm. Mm. So for that one is negative 6.96. And then the next one is
Nope, no, no,
nine.
no, no.
Oh,
So we got it. You
okay.
said 96?
Yeah.
Negative, okay, yeah, negative 6.96. Good. Okay.
And then next one is 90.90.
Okay, very good. So here's what I want to do for all the rest of the problems. What I want us to decide ahead of time here, because I think this will help you, to some extent, is I want you to first figure out whether the answers, whether they're opposite sign or same sign. Okay, like this one is opposite sign number 7, which means you're going to know that the answer is positive, but you're going to subtract. Like something like that in each one. Like that could be useful here. For number 8, the answer is positive and you're going to subtract.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should actually write that. POS, POS. For number 9, for example, the answer is negative, but you're going to add.
Okay. And so
And that, that's for you to decide if you want to do all that. I would recommend
Mhm.
that. Um, and then, we can pick some of these that you want to
Mhm.
do.
Okay. So number 7 is 25.92.
Number 7, but you're subtracting.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I mean, that was the whole point of doing this. Like,
Yeah.
if it was to be like, okay, well, I know the answer is positive, and now I'm just going to subtract the numbers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's try that again. So, 19, Okay, so that's 12.8. So sorry, 12.08.
It's 12.08. Good.
And the next one is 45.93.
Good.
And the next one, six, five, 29.49.
For which one?
Number 9.
The answer
Oh,
has
wait.
3 decimal
Yeah.
places, and it's negative. Like, that's an important thing I think you're missing here. The whole, like, what we, and doesn't, you guys decide how you do it, but like, the wrong sign is just as important as the wrong number.
Yeah. So, and then that would be oh, negative 29.491.
Negative 29.44. What did you say? 91?
491.
Yes, very good.
Next one. Negative 23.821.
For number 10,
Yeah.
you get, so you've done kind of a double double bad is the answer is positive and you add instead of subtracting. That's where I
Yeah.
guess I don't like the way we're doing this, and I guess I'll jump in here and go back to the way we were doing it before, which is we're gonna
Mhm.
grab the number problem here, and is the answer positive or negative, and why?
Well, positive because it's different sign.
Well, okay, it can be positive or negative when they're opposite sign. It depends which is further from zero. So which is further from zero? Negative 5.421 or 18.4, which is further from.
18.4.
So that's why it's positive. Then you subtract the numbers. Okay,
Mhm.
that's where, if they're opposite
Yeah.
in sign, you have to get it get it through that. Hey, I'm going to subtract them. Take the larger
Okay.
and subtract the smaller without the signs.
Mm-hmm.
Now this one's got an extra problem here because it's got out to the thousands place, but you just add more
Okay.
boxes if you need to.
So 12.979.
All right, let's look at 11 together. Tell me whether the answer is positive or negative and why.
Um,
Which is further from zero, the positive 6.742 or the negative 9.458?
the -9, so it's gonna be negative.
Yes, we know the answer is negative, and then we take the larger number and subtract the smaller without the sign. 9.458, 6.742.
Mm-hmm. -2.716 or 716.
Like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Let's do one more and then we'll go to the word problems. Then we'll come back to these if we have time. Um, the next one here, uh, are these opposite or are they same sign?
Mm, they're same sign. Or yeah. Oh.
They're not same sign.
Hmm?
They're not same sign.
Oh, I was looking at the word. So no, these are different. Yeah.
So
So
they're opposite sign, which means you're going to subtract them. You're going to take the larger number and subtract the smaller number.
16.2 1 1 0 and subtract those. 7.259. Negative 7.259.
So you said negatives. Sorry, one more time.
0.259.
Okay, good. If you're wondering how I'm checking these, I actually add to the previous line to get to that one there. And um, the the answer, yeah, this is good. Okay, so let's do the 2 word problems, and then we'll come back if we have time, which I'm sure we will. But I don't want to miss out on doing those for sure with you. So with these, you're either going to add or subtract, of course, like we've been doing. But because they're physical problems, the answers tend to always be positive. Okay, so Anna swims the length of the pool in 38.45 seconds, and then swims the length of the pool again in 42.38 seconds. What is her total time? The total time mean to add or subtract?
Add, right?
Add. Yeah. So you're going to add those 2 numbers together, please.
80.83
Okay. And then this one needs units. What are the units here of the answer?
seconds.
Seconds, yeah. All right. So next question here, I'll snip in kind of the same idea. We're going to add or subtract. We're not sure exactly what it's asking you to do, but let's take a look here. It says Heidi has 2 rocks. If the total weight of both rocks is 54.283 kilograms and the first rock weighs 29.928 kilograms, how much does the second rock weigh? What do you think here? What's the right next step?
So would it be 54.283 plus X? Sorry.
Plus X. Yeah, plus X is good. Equal.
But wouldn't it be the other way around? So it'd be 29.9 928 plus
It,
X
it,
equals 54.8.
so both work. You're right. The second way is preferred. 29.928 um, plus X. So go ahead and solve this by adding them together or subtracting and
24.335.
Uh,
Sorry,
doesn't look right to me.
24.355.
That still doesn't quite look right to me. Let me double check there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is correct. It's just me not saying yes. You got it. Okay. So three more problems there. Go ahead and work those out. If you have questions, please ask.
Okay. Okay. So I think it's for 13 is negative 6.75.
705.
That's right, 705. Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
The next one is 6.211.
Nope. There's an issue with your answer. Here's what you said. Just to be clear, is that your answer?
Negative. I have
Okay,
negative.
that's really important, and we don't
Yeah.
know how to emphasize enough. I would actually I actually think the sign is more important than the actual number, but um, okay. How about the last one, or you need a moment? Don't forget that that double negative turns into a
Positive.
positive. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, mm, 30.85.
All right. Anything else you want us to work on today?
No,
Okay. How do you feel about this assignment now?
better. So
Okay.
I just need to really just need to focus on positives and negatives, if which one.
Really, yeah, you did a really good job towards the end. Whatever you did, keep doing on that. Keep doing that. The sign is just as important as the actual number. It's like going to the wrong house, but on the right street. That's no good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but all right, we'll just stop a little early today. So I got you scheduled for